Great and Unsolved Mystery of MH370. The year 2014 did not just mark a dark chapter in aviation history, but also left behind one of the most unforgettable and unresolved mysteries of our time. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370, a Boeing 777-200ER carrying 239 people, suddenly vanished from radar. Even the most advanced radars, satellites, and communication technologies of the time failed to locate the aircraft. From the moment it took off, it was as if the earth had swallowed it whole, disappearing into an endless void. This incident shocked not only the aviation world, but the entire globe. To this day, where MH370 is and how and why it disappeared remains unknown. In this video, we will explore the lesser-known aspects of MH370, the events of that fateful night, the massive search and rescue efforts that followed, and the theories that have since emerged. Takeoff and the first hours of flight. On March 8, 2014 at 12:41 a.m., MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport en route to Beijing. There were 239 people on board, 227 passengers and 12 crew members. The majority of the passengers were Chinese citizens, but there were also travelers from Malaysia, Indonesia, Australia, France, and other countries. The Boeing 777-200ER was considered one of the most reliable aircraft in aviation. Captain Zaharie Ahmad Shah, with over 30 years of flight experience, was regarded as a respected and seasoned pilot. The takeoff and initial hours of the flight were completely normal. The captain's final words to the control tower were, "All right, good night," and everything appeared routine. But this normalcy would soon turn into one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history. Sudden disappearance from radar and the first alarm. As the aircraft approached Vietnamese airspace from the eastern coast of Malaysia, it suddenly vanished from radar. Strangely, the aircraft's transponder, the device that automatically sends signals, had been deliberately turned off. This suggested intentional tampering rather than a technical failure. Air traffic controllers were stunned. This was completely unexpected. The plane's sudden disappearance from communication channels and radar screens caused widespread panic. Military radars then picked up the aircraft making a U-turn, heading back toward Malaysia instead of continuing to Beijing. This unexpected change in course further alarmed officials and raised serious concerns about the fate of the plane. The mysterious route change and unexplainable movements. MH370 was originally headed north toward China. But military radar data showed that the plane turned west and circled around the Malaysian peninsula for nearly 6 hours, before heading southwest deep into the Indian Ocean. This drastic course change pointed to something far more complex and deliberate than a simple technical issue. It became clear that the aircraft's electronic systems were intentionally disabled and that someone had taken control. But who did this? Why the plane was redirected and what the ultimate goal was remain unsolved mysteries. These strange movements gave rise to countless theories and global speculation. Captain Zaharie Ahmad Shah, hero or suspect? Captain Zaharie Ahmad Shah was a 53-year-old father of three and a well-respected pilot. He had a sophisticated flight simulator at home, and investigations revealed that he had practiced flight routes leading into the Indian Ocean. This discovery strengthened the theories that the route change was intentional. Some experts speculated that Zaharie may have been suffering from psychological issues and deliberately executed a tragic suicide mission. However, his family and close friends vehemently denied these claims, insisting that Zaharie would never do such a thing. Debates over his mental health and character added a new dimension to the mystery. Meanwhile, the fate of the crew and passengers remained shrouded in uncertainty. The passengers and crew. The 239 people on board MH370 came from different nationalities and backgrounds. Among them were engineers, scientists, business people, and even rumors of high-ranking government officials. Some conspiracy theories suggested that the plane was carrying critical military or technological data and was therefore targeted for a hijacking. However, official sources never confirmed these claims, nor did they share detailed information about the passengers or their belongings. Families struggled to access reliable information, and this lack of transparency deepened their grief and helplessness.
Conspiracy theories and speculations. The number of theories surrounding MH370 is nearly endless. Some believe that the pilot or co-pilot deliberately hijacked the plane. Others suggest the aircraft was taken over by a cyber attack. Then there are the more fantastical claims that aliens abducted the plane, that it was seized during a secret military operation, or that it crossed into a parallel dimension. None of these theories are supported by concrete evidence and have largely been dismissed by aviation experts. Still, the magnitude of the mystery and the lack of definitive answers have kept these speculations alive. The massive search and rescue operations. Following MH370's disappearance, one of the largest search and rescue missions in history was launched. Countries like Australia, China, Malaysia, and the United States joined forces to scour hundreds of thousands of square kilometers in the Indian Ocean. Drones, sonar systems, satellite images, advanced aircraft, and numerous ships were deployed. Yet by 2018, the official search was called off. Neither the black box nor the main wreckage was ever found. The cost of the operation reached hundreds of millions of dollars but ended in frustration. The failure to find the aircraft dealt a blow to global morale and left many without closure. Debris found and fleeting hope. In 2015, a piece of a plane wing washed ashore on Réunion Island, a French territory. Investigations confirmed that it belonged to MH370. Later, small fragments were found on the shores of Madagascar, Mozambique, and Tanzania. These discoveries indicated that the plane likely crashed into the Indian Ocean. However, they offered no definitive answers about the cause, the crash site, or the full story. The absence of the black box made solving the mystery even harder and left the world with more questions than answers. The pain and psychological toll on families. The loss of 239 lives is more than just a number. Each was a unique individual with their own story. For the families left behind, it meant unspeakable grief and enduring uncertainty. Years of silence and lack of information led to deep psychological trauma. Some suffered from severe depression, while others continued their relentless pursuit of justice. Communication issues with the Malaysian government and the airline only worsened the pain. This tragedy left a lasting scar not only on aviation but on humanity itself. Expert opinions and possible scenarios. Most experts agree that MH370 likely crashed in the southern Indian Ocean. The most accepted theory is that the plane ran out of fuel and under autopilot eventually crashed into the ocean. But even this scenario leaves many unanswered questions. Why did no one on board send an emergency signal? Why hasn't the black box been recovered? These uncertainties continue to fuel alternative theories. Some experts believe a mix of human error, technical failure, and possible malicious intent all played a role in this tragedy. Now, we want to ask you, did MH370 really crash? Or is it still hidden somewhere out there? Was Captain Zaharie responsible, or was this the work of outside forces? How could today's most advanced technology fail to track a massive airliner? Your thoughts, theories, and insights are valuable. Share them in the comments and let's discuss how this great mystery might one day be solved together. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. On Zamvor, we explore the world's greatest mysteries, lost civilizations, and unsolved historical events each week. Like the video, leave a comment, and share it with your friends so we can uncover these secrets together. Let's keep exploring this mysterious world together.